Hey data fans, Reed here. Today I want to talk you through a frustration that I've gone through multiple times when developing models, and especially when I'm changing a data source of any capacity. So if you've ever gone through a scenario where you've had a table, primarily a fact table typically, that has a lot of different connections, as the example you see in front of us here, where you have multiple connections, and then you change a data source and you end up with a result like this, where one or more of those connections just magically disappeared with no notification. So the issue being, to keep it simple, is that there's essentially a lineage that Power BI has of a journey from the source to the model through the back end of all the design that follows it through the connection, all of the applied steps, and into the model itself. And now, if at any point in the back end that you can't really see very easily, if you ever lose that lineage, it treats it as a new column, even if the name of the column is the same, if the data type and the data is the same. As an example, maybe switching from an Excel data source into Power Query and using more of like a database connection. So those are those things that can break it. I won't go too far into the whys of how it breaks, but I do want to show you how to leverage TMDL to instantly put back all of those relationships and fix this problem if and when it ever occurs for you. So with that being said, let's hop into Power BI and see how this is done. So to start off, I have a basic model with a fact, sales, and a series of dimension tables that are in here, basically with some basic connections and a couple of different types as well. Now, the thing that I'm going to want to do is change the connection. I will just have a different query that I'm going to point inside of for the fact sales query, basically, for all intents and purposes, pointed to a new source. Now, what I want to do before that is I'm going to leverage the TMDL to document and archive the code of the current relationships. So under my TMDL over here, I already have a saved view of my relationships in here, but it's really easy to make this. So all we have to do is come over to the model view, and our relationships in here can be scripted. You can either right click and script to, or just simply drag and drop. This will take all of other relationships that I have into here. Now, I do want to note that it will only make the code visible of attributes that are on. So a simple one-to-many relationship will be from and to with no additional attributes. If you have cross-filter modifications turned on, that will be listed here. If you have a cardinality of many-to-many, that will also be listed here as well. So any of these items that get modified that are in the relationships will show up just for demonstration purposes. But this means that if those relationships disappear, all I got to do is click the apply button and they will immediately come back. So let's go ahead and go to this. And I'm going to take my sales query that's currently pointing to sales transformed. And for the sake of this demo, I have one called breaks lineage. That's basically just a new source. So that's going to break a few of the items, and during the refresh, some of those relationships will disappear. So I will have this. I'm now going to close and apply and close this down. All right, it's refreshed. Come over to the relationships tab. Now I've lost 3 of my relationships and there is still one left, but again, it depends on the lineage. If it considers it to have the same lineage, you'll keep it. Otherwise they can break. It's a little bit of a black box for that, outside the scope of figuring out exactly the do's and don'ts, because there's an easy fix. So you don't have to avoid breaking the lineage necessarily. Just make sure that when you're doing this, where you have scenarios where the lineage might break as you're doing significant modifications on the query, and or if you're changing the core data source for a table that's moved to a new location, as an example from like flat files, often in SharePoint, that gets moved up to a database at some point, that can very commonly do that, or switching databases. So we just go back to our TMDL view. We have our code already archived of our current relationships. Click apply. That will load it to, or apply it to the model. Refresh the relationships as well to commit them. Come back to the model view, and they are added right back. So this way you don't have to sit there and write them down. You don't have to accidentally miss one as you're adding them back. I know that I've had frustrations with this many times with very large complex models. I love the fact that the TMDL easily documents and reproduces this. So this is a great way when you're doing transformations that do cause these lineage breaking changes. There's an easy way to add them back. So hopefully this was a quick tip for you to explain a little bit about the problem and the scenario, but also an easy solution, and one more further reason why I absolutely love the TMDL option for caching the code and structure of the model. As always, if you have any comments, suggestions, or anything related to future videos or comments to this video, drop that into the comment section down below. Related content as well will be here in the upper left. And as always, liking, commenting, subscribing will keep this channel growing. I'm nearly at 100,000 views and, 100,000 subscribers, and I would hope to hit that at some point in the near future, which would be an awesome milestone. Otherwise, I will see you all in my next video.